take a look at this sweet bastard, Ron. I only included Price is Right. You're damn right that I want to see this clumsy yodeling bastard. And I'm rooting for him to fall. I don't want to be a hater, but the satisfaction was in watching him yodel-a-hee, yodel-a-hee, yodel-a-hee-hoo, yodel-a-hee-hoo, and up and up and up he would go. And eventually he would plummet from the mountaintop if people weren't good enough at guessing prices, Ron. But it's one of my favorite Price is Right games.
So, when I discovered that we were doing this theme, the first thing I thought, Ricky, and you let me down, I thought for sure you were going to have a skinny microphone. I mean, that would have been perfect for today.
Well, if only I'd had the presence of mind to request one. Where do you get those?
Skinnymicrophones.com.
They look like car antennas. Yeah, where did Gene Rayburn and Bob Barker go for these? But hey, look, man, you go back into my era and you start thinking about great game shows. It's not going to be very long before you get to this man, the unquestioned GOAT of being the host of Family Feud, the late great Richard Dawson. And the best part is he was hammered, man.
Hammered and horny. There's
no doubt he was hammered and horny. That's right. I believe I saw that band of yours. God, what was it? Back in the late 90s at Lollapalooza. You guys were terrible. But yeah, 100% committed. Yeah. I mean, it was really, really good and it was loose and they were having fun. He was ready to kiss everybody.
He did full mouth kiss, didn't he? He
would do full on mouth kisses.
Yeah.
Name something you do while cleaning your car. 100 people surveyed, top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name something Ron does in the privacy of his own room.
Eat a whole bag of Doritos.
Masturbate furiously with his tiny penis.
Woo!
Nope. Eat a whole bag of Doritos.
Show me masturbate furiously with his tiny penis. Ping, number 1 answer on the board. 63 people said that, and now the Johnson family is in control.
Johnson, did you do that on purpose?
I loved it.
Johnson.
I did do that on purpose. I always loved when they would have the celebrity teams. The families were fun enough, but when they would get people from TV shows and have things like that, like right here, I mean, what other show in the 70s was going to give you Batman and the Skipper squaring off while Richard Dawson wears a fucking tuxedo? You're goddamn right you should be wearing a tuxedo when Alan Hale Jr. and motherfucking
Adam West.
Bruce West.
Adam
West. Sorry.
Adam West.
Couldn't think of his fucking
Bruce
name.
West.
Bruce West. Yeah, Adam fucking West. He was later on he was on Family Guy.
Yeah,
as well.
He was mayor. He was the mayor.
Recurring character. He was the fucking mayor of Quahog there.
Yep.
Adam West. Yeah. And Ron, I don't know. To me, this is borderline a game show, but I'll consider it a game show. And I know you remember this one. You would have probably dominated if you had gone on this show back in the 1980s, Ron. But Love Connection with Chuck Woolery. Lot of bad hairdos.
2 and 2.
2 and 2. 2 and 2. We'll be back in 2 and 2. And I don't think that was even true, actually. I think that's just a cool thing that he came up with to say. But I kind of miss Love Connection a little bit.
I miss the Newlywed
painfully
Game.
Awkward.
I miss the Newlywed Game.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I enjoyed that one as well back in the day.
Butt, Bob.
Bob
In the
Eubanks. In the butt, Bob. In the butt, Bob. Here's another one for you, Ron. How about Richard Dawson, who brought it strong on another game show that I honestly liked even better than Family Feud, which is Match Game. And as I've tweeted before, I would love to see the toxicology reports on any given episode of Match Game. It would put Motley Crue to shame. I believe you. I mean, I believe me. Maybe we need to do a toxicology.
I was going to say, you okay?
Ron? Well, I'm trying to read this fucking return. I don't have my laptop for the second day in a row. So I'm flying, I'm just, I'm disoriented, Ron. That's what's going on. Straining to read.
I used the Match Game. The Match Game was kind of my, it was my marker for a new year. And as a kid, it always excited me because it would change from Match Game 73.
Yeah.
To Match Game 74. Yeah. And I always thought kind of like,
maybe we should do that.
An odometer, when an odometer rolls over, like, yeah, that's great. Let's do it.
Maybe we should do this.
But I'd be so excited. Like, made it through another year. It's Match Game 75. Yeah. Made it through another year. Match
Ricky
Game
Cobb
76.
Show 25. Yeah. Motherfucker.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to give you another one of my favorites. Depending upon the time period in which you were watching it, it was once the $10,000 pyramid. Later, it became the $25,000 pyramid. But I was always a fan of Dick Clark and that show. And I always liked the bonus round. And there you can see, sadly, after only a couple of correct answers, they fizzled out on things at a discotheque. And I was trying to help out. I was thinking, what would I be saying if I was giving the clues to somebody? Cocaine, consequence-free sex, Tim McHugh. I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. There it is. It's
I loved me some pyramid.
The $25,000 pyramid.
That's before people had Tourette's. It was definitely sort of a rapid fire kind of thing.
Before they had Tourette's?
True. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Tourette's was.
All of us are wired to do well in that segment now. Our attention span only lasts about long enough to sit down and play that game.
Ricky, I'm so glad you said
some
that.
Some people were really bad, though. Yeah.
Oh, they were terrible. Yeah. I didn't realize the progression of 25 because I said to Jared.
Called inflation, Tim.
I thought it was the $100,000 pyramid, so I didn't realize that. So, Ron, we fact-checked you, and you are correct. So, but you like the earlier version, which I'll have to give you that. Dick Clark, for sure.
All right, here's one for you, guys. Wink Martindale. Say no more to many people out there. Tic-tac-toe. Can you imagine? Like who pitched that? All right, here's what we're going to do. It's going to be tic-tac-toe, except for we're just going to alter it slightly, and we'll put a fucking dragon in there. And that got on TV for a period of years. But this tweet is really more about Wink Martindale's record. Wink Martindale reads the Gettysburg Address. I believe that's what the Beatles knocked out of #1 when they came to America, guys. You know how to have a party? There's the party starter right there. Invite you over, get you drunk, throw on Wink Martindale, talking about.
I've been lying the whole time, Ricky, because I was embarrassed, but it's time to come clean. I lost my virginity to that. It wasn't When Doves Cry.
When Doves Cry was just the socially acceptable story that you came up with. Yeah. Yep. What will people respect? What will other guys think is cool?
Yep.
Man, that must have been hard to stay hard, Ron, during that one. Was it just you're like the diver who chooses the impossible dive. You're like, you know what? My first time out of the gate, I'm going to see if I can keep it up through talk about a terribly divided country and dead soldiers. You sick fuck, you. God, I don't even know how to segue out of this. Big money, no whammies.
Stop.
Is what Ron said. There we go.
They had a laugh,
Press your
right? Didn't he
luck.
have a laugh?
He did. The little the whammy
Yeah.
guys, yeah, they would come
Yeah.
out and they would do funny little things
They're like
after they
gremlins,
ruined
right?
somebody's
Yeah.
day. Yeah, they're like Peter Tamarkin, the host of Pressure Luck.
That should be a
My
T-shirt, Ricky.
my girlfriend once prank phone called him years ago.
Big money,
Well,
no whammy. Stop.
Did they bring it? Did they bring it back? Did they do
What?
another version of it later?
Yeah, I
feel
think
like
they did. I think they did.
Yeah, but you can't recapture that kind of magic. And as you've said before, Ron, on the show, they made a documentary about this one guy who just figured out what the light pattern was
Yep.
and went in there and just cleaned them out. And
Yep.
he wasn't even cheating. He was just using freely available information. He just outsmarted them.
Yep.
Entirely ethically. All right. So we've done a lot of game show discussion today here on the show. And well, doesn't it only make sense that today's Gimme 5 would be game shows? So gimme 5 game shows, fellas. And we've talked about this over and over again. I'm still not entirely sure how we're approaching it. Did we all vote? Is this just my list? Or are we
I
just
gave a
name
list.
checking our favorites?
I gave a
Tim,
list.
get in here. I don't know what the fucking rules are here.
Any list starts and begins with The Price is Right. Mic drop, number one, based
Yeah, it
on
does.
all
That
polling
song,
that
whew.
Jared did here. Oh man, I wanted to play it at my wedding. My
song
wife was
feels
like, "No
like-
fucking way."
That was a victory song when you had just seen Diane in a bikini.
It totally was.
You know? Yeah, that was a triumphant victory song. If there was a
I
hot
couldn't
tub in the-
I couldn't even
or a
get her to
boat
let me
in the
play it. I wanted to
showcase.
play it at the cocktail hour, and she was like, "No way." So I'm going to do that at my next milestone birthday. I'm definitely playing The Price is Right.
Well, listen, if you ever have a party for cats, I think it would be good to play at that, Tim.
Good one. Good one. What do we think number 2 was? I think it was all on our list.
Match game?
That's 3. That's 3.
Family Feud probably finishes
2.
second.
2. Yep. So Price is Right,
Okay.
Family Feud,
Oh,
Match
that
Game
must have been
3.
high on yours because it wasn't on my list. So it must have been. I think I zoned out because I probably should have picked that.
Match game. Do you remember the match game theme, Tim?
Give me a bar or two. Oh, that was the disco one, wasn't it?
Well, no, I can hear it in my mind, but I think if I attempt to do it, like, I won't even be able to come close.
Pretend like you're Junior Seau and I'm Armando.
Womp, 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 womp. Alex. Lean back,
right.
Alex.
Right.
It was just sort of a little like womp, 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 womp. I think that was the one, right? And the guy would talk through it on tonight's episode of Match Game 74. Then Gene Rayburn would come out with a microphone that had the circumference of Ronnie's micro penis, but much more length. And off we would go. Stupid Stella was so stupid. How stupid was she? You know, and then he would go on and finish it. She mistook her titties for blank. And then we were just off to the races.
Keep going. It was a little quicker. Yeah. Wah, wah.
It was a little quicker.
So yeah. You're emphasizing the trumpet there or the trombone, but it definitely had a little catchier theme as I listened to it here.
But I'm surprised that I did it well enough that it even gave you a place to latch on, Tim.
Yes, sir.
I'll consider that to be a win.
So what
All right,
rounds
now
out?
4 and 5.
Yeah, we have a tie.
I don't know what we're gonna have here.
We
We got
officially
a
have a
tie
tie.
for fourth.
Yes.
Okay, well, all right.
We've
Let's
talked
see.
about
Who
one.
is it?
We've talked about one of them, $25,000 pyramid. But have we
Okay,
shown
yeah,
have
that's
we shown
deserving.
nearly enough love to Jeopardy so far?
No.
I
No,
don't
we
think
haven't.
we have.
I went
This
through my Jeopardy
is
tweets.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Our first contestant
He's
from Horse Cave, Kentucky.
Yeah. He's a homeless man from Horse Cave, Kentucky.
Ricky, it says
it-
here you were undateable in high school. Is that true?
High school.
You know, yeah. Hey, fuck you now. I'll spill every detail on the cat party now, motherfucker. It's not gonna be no holds barred here in a minute. You know, I went through my Jeopardy tweets and I had some stuff about Alex Trebek. But I don't know. I couldn't find one that I thought was like super funny. But the thing about Jeopardy is like the contestants, it's a great show, but the contestants can be really annoying. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like a bunch of fucking nerds who took off their COVID mask just to walk out onto the stage.
Yeah. No, they're not a lot of them you want to have a drink with.
I don't know.
And then there's the ones who always just
a lot of fucking nerds
who are just really struggling with the.
What are you doing, Tim? Jeffrey Toobin?
They're the ones who struggle with their controller, Ron. As I was saying, they were struggling with their thumb on their
controller. Incident here. What are we doing?
Thumb on their controller. I'm not feeling Ken, by the way. I don't watch the show. I don't like Ken as the host at all. No offense. I understand he's the all-time winner or whatever, but not feeling it. And then what's his name too?
Wasn't Blossom the previous host?
Blossom. Aaron Rodgers did it for a little bit, didn't he? Yeah, Malik, whatever her name is. Malik something. Yeah. Malik.
Neighbors. Malik Neighbors, the host of Jeopardy.
So there are your five: Ricky, Prince, Family Feud, Match Game, 25,000 Pyramid, and Jeopardy.
Does anybody have an honorable mention that they would
Joker's
like to
Wild
add to the mix?
Joker's Wild was my number one. I love Joker's Wild.
Who was the host of that? Was it Jim Barry? Was that his name? The host of it was Kent, was something Barry. I can see him in my mind's eye. I always wanted to crank that big thing that they had. Ron.
That's what she said.
You know the thing always looked like it would be a lot of fun as far as I was concerned. I will my honorable mention today is To Tell the Truth. Do you guys remember that? They'd have three people and two of them were just fucking lying and they would have to try to decide who the real person was.
I loved Let's Make a Deal when I was little. When I was younger, like probably, I don't know, 5 to 10, it was so amusing for a little kid. Like to have a donkey show up behind one of the curtains. Wow. When you're 8, that's about the funniest thing ever.
And the concept was so simple, Ron. I'll give you that. Right. Like it was just
and everybody dressed up in the audience, which was kind of, again, this is 8-year-old Ron.
So I'll give you one more. Wheel of Fortune.
I'm going to tell you something weird. I don't know if I ever mentioned this on the show or not. It would be weird if I mentioned it on the show, but I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe Ron, I think I've told you this, but I may not.
Something about you and Vanna White.
My greatest Wheel of Fortune moment ever. I saw Cheyenne, Wyoming before a single letter was up there.
You just had a
premonition? I had a moment of I had a premonition. Apparently, it was it said
very
place.
Yeah.
And it came up, and I just said Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Charlie Babbitt.
We're going to Cheyenne, Wyoming now. Yeah.
Charlie Babbitt.
Then my mom drove me to Las Vegas, where I counted cards for the next 14 hours.
That's pretty impressive, Rick. Cheyenne, Wyoming. How many letters did you know right off the bat?
That's fucking luck. It's fucking luck, is what it is. You know,
it could have been Laramie.
I don't know. It could have been Laramie as well. I don't know.